The camera captured a very terrifying moment when a diver was searching for the body of a missing child. When the diver was looking for the body, he realized something weird. He turned his flashlight sharply, and there it is, a ghostly, human-like shape, pale and decayed, with empty eyes that seemed to stare right through him. The diver's breath hitches, his pulse quickens. He tries to scream, but the sound is lost in the rush of water. Just as he starts to push away, the zombie-like figure grabbing his leg with a relentless grip. Panic floods the diver's mind. He thrashes wildly, trying to shake free, but the grip tightens, dragging him down. The water churns around him as he loses his balance, the ghostly figure pulling him deeper. This is a heart-wrenching scene where a camera captured a horrifying involving a sleeping girl. The woman and her husband asleep on the sofa. Slowly, her right leg begins to rise, moving upward as if pulled by an invisible string. Her eyes snap open and confusion turns to terror as she sees her leg floating unnaturally above her. She screams, "Help, get it off me." The husband woke up and asked, "What's happening?" He stammers, hands reaching out to her leg. He grabs her leg, struggling to pull it down as if fighting against some unseen force. Then, just as he's about to ask another frantic question, a small black shape bolts from behind the sofa, dashing away so quickly it's almost like a blur. Would you believe me if I told you about this paranormal capture when a man feels something very terrifying in his own house?
A ver, espérame, déjale, quito el volumen a la tele porque no se escucha bien. Espérame tantito. ¿Dónde está el control? Listo. Son las 5 de la mañana más o menos. Estoy esperando a ver si no suena un ruido o algo. Shh, silencio. No se escucha nada.
He suddenly feels something strange behind him. He turns around and sees the curtain moving slightly. What was that? He hears a faint sound coming from outside the door. He gets up and opens the door, but there's nothing there. He closes the door and returns to the couch with his dog.
No sé si se escuche. Bueno, yo creo que sí, ¿verdad? Le están pegando a la puerta. Ya le empezaron a pegar a la puerta.
He hears a weird noise coming from the stairs. He runs to the door and opens it, but again, nothing is there.
Ya saben que casi no meto cortes. Y si llego a meter cortes es por otra cosa, no porque tenga algo que esconder. Y se los digo para que ustedes tengan cuidado con... Ahora a todo el mundo le pasa algo en su casa por lo que he estado viendo últimamente.
He hears another sound and opens the door, stepping outside the room. Suddenly, he hears a powerful noise. He rushes down the stairs and checks everywhere, but finds nothing.
Hola.
As he approaches the dining table, he hears the sound of a chair moving. Fear grips him. He turns on the lights to see what happened, but nothing is there. The camera captures a stranger outside the window. Two siblings were watching TV in their dimly lit room.
Daddy!
What?
There's somebody in the window. Keep it up.
No, there's not.
We heard a ticking clock.
Don't go nowhere. Stay right here.
Two siblings, a boy and a girl, are sitting on the couch, engrossed in their show. The girl points towards the window. The boy turns to look, but sees nothing. There was someone standing outside. She quickly gets up and runs to the door. "Dad, come here, quick. There is someone standing outside the window." Their father rushes into the room, but the figure outside has already disappeared after seeing his father. The father checks outside but finds nothing. He reassures the children and they return to the couch, but the sense of unease lingers. In a vast desert, the camera catch a mysterious sand dune begins to swirl, forming a tornado-like storm. In a dimly lit room, an SLS camera captures an eerie sight. Three invisible souls appear, responding to questions with unsettling actions. We see an SLS camera capturing three invisible souls. One invisible soul picks up a cushion from the sofa and throws it on the floor. After that, it picks up another cushion and throws it on the floor again. Then another invisible soul goes near the computer table and throws the lamp down. After a while, only one invisible soul is seen, which invisibly opens the drawers of the TV table. It is very terrifying. The camera captures the heart-wrenching scene that what happened with the boy when he was asking for the home on rent, just for one night.
Duit kalau lu kan enggak, ya kan? Ya Allah. Hei, apa itu? Ada yang ngintip di pintu. Sumpah guys, itu ada yang ngintip di pintu guys. Set. Apa itu cok? Aduh, astagfirullah. Iku ndase kuwale kakane. Iku. Astagfirullahaladzim. Iku ndase kuwale cok.
The boy standing outside the house, saying hello, "Is anyone there? Can I rent this house for the night?" But no one replied. The boy waits, then decides to enter the house. Boy think that I'll just go inside. The boy opens the door and steps inside, but he realized that someone is near to him. Suddenly, the camera pans to reveal a female ghost hanging upside down from the wall. The boy screams, "Ah, ah." The boy runs out of the house, terrified. The scene captures the raw power of nature and the immediate aftermath of the disaster.
गाड़ी भी ले लो पीछे ओपन और ये फंसा रहा था कि बस.
In the Kali Khan area of Sirmaur district, Himachal Pradesh, a massive landslide strikes without warning. The ground starts to tremble and the hillside beginning to collapse. The camera zooms in on the bridge as it breaks and collapses. The bridge is gone. The scene shows the aftermath, with dust settling and the broken road and bridge. The raw power of nature leaves a lasting impact as the Kali Khan area faces the aftermath of this devastating landslide. And you can't sleep when you see what's that boy capture in his camera about the abandoned film set. The camera captures are very terrifying. The boy smiles at the camera, adjusting his hair and making goofy faces. Suddenly, a strange, flickering light flashes behind him in the mirror, just for a split second. He spins around, but there's nothing there. He moves cautiously forward, but suddenly, the heavy double doors open slowly, as if pushed by an invisible force. He reached near the stairs and sees an old grand chandelier spinning on its own.
我现在又回到原点了。我操你妈！这玩意儿，哎，兄弟们看那个偏着灯，我操你妈！
He turns to leave, but a loud crash interrupts him.
谁？操你妈！
He looks up and suddenly hears a loud, crashing thump directly above him. But there's nothing to explain the noise.
魔镜，魔镜，请问我是最帅的人吗？魔镜，魔镜，我是最帅的人吗？我操你妈！你操你妈逼！家里干嘛干大爹？不要人家，说我真的那种。我操你！我操你妈呀！
Shaken, he inches closer to the mirror again, determined to catch whatever's causing the lights. He's filming when another loud, menacing noise erupts behind him.
你妈了个逼的！是你，你给我扭出来了！俺那个滚车他妈说了，今天怎么才能先生？才你个你给我生的，给我生的就。哎，我操你妈！哎，我操你妈！
Sitting in front of the mirror, he tries to steady his breathing. Suddenly, a shadowy figure appears in the reflection behind him.
这咋敢像灵堂似的呢？ 我操你妈！
Upstairs now, he hears a faint but unmistakable sound of musical instruments playing, the haunting melody echoing through the empty set. Would you believe if I told you that what happened to the boy when he came home and his camera captures a ghost child and a terrifying face without body? When the boy enters in the home, he locks the door and turns around, only to see a football bouncing on its own in the hallway. His eyes widen in confusion and fear. He cautiously approaches the football, but as he reaches out to touch it, it stops bouncing and lies still. Suddenly, he feels something weird. He turns around quickly and sees a small child peeking from behind the wall. The child giggles and runs into a room. The boy, now more curious than scared, follows the child, but he found nothing. As he steps back, a man's face slowly emerges from the door, but the body is nowhere to be seen.